with the pictures from Facebook automatically. It'd be pretty cool. And it would let you flow through your life, we think, even more easily. No matter where the information lives, my work life, my home life, all the different parts of my life coming together into a device seamlessly. That's what we want to do. Now, how are we going to do that? We had to start with a new platform. From the ground up, we had to create a whole new platform, and we've done that. It is going to redefine the center of your access point to the internet. The default thinking of this platform isn't to hook up to your desktop PC to get information out of it. It is to connect to the cloud, and every application that is designed for this platform will have some kind of information flowing from the internet into it. There are capabilities in it that can't even be done on the desktop. And it's called the Palm webOS, and we're very, very excited to bring it to you today. Now, in a few minutes, we're going to show you a whole bunch about it. I'm going to give you a pretty in-depth demo, but the first thing I'd like to tell you about it is a really cool thing. It was built with developers in mind. The whole thing is built on industry-standard web tools. If you know HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, you can develop applications for this platform. That's it. Now, we have tens of thousands of Palm OS developers. No question there could be hundreds of thousands of these. In fact, millions. There's more than 10 million web developers out there. And it's going to be that all those people who are capable of doing that can design applications for this platform. No new languages to learn, period. Now, we can build a lot of devices over time, a lot of flexible stuff on top of this. But you want to do the right device the first time. You want to build the right phone. We really felt like that was critical. Because that device should be really killer at helping you manage your life and go through all those days, all the things you need, all the things you care about. Your people, your core contacts, the things you want to access day in and day out, your time, how you manage that time, and your critical information, getting access to that anywhere on the web. Imagine what that device would look like, just for a moment. And I'm going to bring John up now to show it to you, the device and the platform. John, come back on stage.
Thanks, Ed. Well, it is my pleasure to show you the new Palm Pre. The Palm Pre will help you live your life more effectively. It keeps you a little bit ahead of the game. It's so much in sync with you that sometimes it feels like it's thinking ahead for you. Now, this is what it looks like on the big screen. It's beautiful. Yeah? The design was inspired by nature. Our industrial design team and mechanical engineering teams did a phenomenal job. I think it's just beautiful. Now let's talk about some technology. So everyone get their propeller beanies spinning a little bit. We'll talk about what's inside. We wanted you to have a lot of data bandwidth. So we built in EVDO, Rev A, and 802.11 B and G Wi-Fi. And we didn't want you to get lost. So we built in GPS with third-party turn-by-turn navigation. And we wanted you to use the latest cool accessories. So we built in Bluetooth, version 2.1 with EDR and stereo support. I've got some of those nice new Bluetooth stereo speakers sitting on my desk. They sound great. And because you'll be putting a lot of information, a lot of data on the device, we built in 8 gigabytes of storage. And because you'll need to be processing all of that information, we built in a really fast processor. We're using TI's latest OMAP 3430 processor. Pre is the first smartphone with this processor. And it combines laptop-like performance with a mobile power footprint. Now let's take a look at some details. Let's take a look at the front. Has a gorgeous 3.1-inch display, half VGA resolution. That's 320 by 480. And it's got a touchscreen with multi-touch capability. Now the touchscreen goes over the display area, but also extends down to the center button. And that area below the display is called the gesture area. And we're going to tell you a lot more about that in a little while. Pre also has a variety of sensors, so it knows about the environment that it's in. Now let's flip around the side. You have volume up, down. We flip around the back. We give you a 3-megapixel camera with LED flash and extended depth of field capability. We have some awesome DSP software that allows you to take phenomenal photographs. And there's a speaker, so you can do a speakerphone or listen to some music. And by popular demand, we've allowed you to remove the back and replace the battery. Let's flip around the other side. Micro USB connector for charging, and we give you high-speed USB 2.0 with USB mass storage support, so it looks just like a USB drive. Flipping around the top, industry standard 3.5 millimeter headset jack, so you can use those beautiful Palm headsets or whatever your favorite are. Mine are, I like those Bose noise-canceling ones particularly. We have the traditional Palm ringer on-off switch and a power button. Tap it once, Pre goes to sleep. Hold it down, and you get a choice of airplane mode with the radios off, or completely power down the device. Now, it's great to use a touchscreen device this way, and there's many, many things you can do with it just like this. But sometimes you want to jam out email or an instant message. And you know, one of those cheesy virtual keyboards just won't cut it. So we gave you a great slide-out QWERTY keyboard. Okay, let's flip it around the side. You see it's got a beautiful ergonomic curve. Fits great in your hand or against your face. And it works as a phone, either open or closed. Now let's compare the size to some of the more popular smartphones out there today. You see that the engineering team did a phenomenal job squeezing all of that technology in a really compact enclosure. Weighs 4.8 ounces, fits easily in your pocket, and it's a blast to use, single-handed, or if you want to jam out emails with both hands. Now, we'd like to show you how it works. And to do that, I would like to introduce you to Matthias Duarte. Matthias is our Senior Director of Human Interface and User Experience. And Matthias, along with his team, working closely with our software engineering teams, have done an amazing job of creating our new platform. So Matthias, why don't you come on up and show us how it works.
Thank you, John. Now, because this is Vegas, I do have to disclaim that there is absolutely nothing up my sleeves. The device I'm going to show you this software running on is live, and everything is actually running on the device. You will notice this cable coming off of it, and we use that so we can project what I'm doing onto this big screen up here so you can actually see what's going on. Now, let's talk about UI. Palm has always been known for the simplicity of its UI. And with webOS, we think we've achieved something that is so simple and so direct that it truly becomes almost invisible. Just looking at the screen, you can see it's just your big, gorgeous wallpaper image with your favorite application icons arranged at the bottom. The time and those other status things at the top, they just meld away. They're like part of the device itself. You focus on your content, what's important to you. To start something, I just tap the icon, and the application elegantly glides up, just like that. And here's contacts. You can see it's really simple, too. Just one button to create a new contact. If I want to scroll through my contacts list, I just give it a flick. It responds to my touch physically with this beautiful little momentum, this bounce. It's like a physical object that I'm just touching with my gestures. If I now open somebody, look at Sophia down here, I just give her a tap, and she opens up with this nice little zoom. Here's Sophia, and you can see it's really simple to get at all her information as well. Everything's at my fingertips. These direct manipulation gestures have led